Hello everyone, today we are going to be going through my daily strongman diet that I am on now in the lead up to my competitions. It is a slight fat loss diet, more of an athletic building diet that we are going to hopefully lean out a little bit and stay ridiculously strong going into our competitions. My diet has always been a thing that you guys have asked to see, and I have held off doing diet videos in the past just because my diet doesn't change all that much video to video because I'm a very regular guy. I stay in my routine and I eat the same thing pretty much every day. But my diet has finally changed pretty significantly since the last food video. So I thought it was about time that I sit down and make a full day of eating for my strongman diet. And you may be wondering, why are we starting in the garage gym instead of at the kitchen table with our breakfast? And that is because it is currently 8 o'clock in the morning. I've been up for about 10-15 minutes, and all I've had to eat or drink this morning so far is about half a glass of water just to get rid of the morning voice to be able to talk to you guys. And that is because I start every single morning off with a form of fasted cardio, whether or not that be just a walk on the treadmill, a small circuit, some like light shuttle runs, a walk outside, just something to get my heart rate up and me moving to kick off the day. And this is sort of a twofold thing that I like to do where, yes, doing cardio is going to increase your cardiovascular health and is going to be very good for your fitness in strongman, in the circuits, and the more quick, high intensity sort of stuff. But also, I just really enjoy it. I love starting my day off with some form of movement. If I don't, I feel sluggish, I feel lazy, and most importantly for this video is I don't feel hungry really when I go to make my breakfast, because in strongman, you'll know meal sizes are quite large, and breakfast being one of those meals is going to be quite a large start to the day. And I know a lot of people probably watching this do struggle with hunger in the mornings. I know a lot of people I know struggle to get breakfast in, especially if you're on a time crunch and have to wake up and get to work very, very quickly. Now, I've got the luxury of working from home, so I can take my time a bit more and don't have to commute, but I still have to get obviously a big breakfast in. And by doing some form of cardio to kick off the day, just gives you that little bit of extra hunger that you might need to get the food down you in the morning. Now, all I'm going to do now is I'm going to jump on the treadmill and do sort of half an hour of incline walking. Not the most interesting stuff, so it will be cut out of the video. And then I will be going through exactly what I eat day to day, what I drink day to day, and the supplements that I take day to day on a very typical Friday. It is today. I've got work today. I've got a training session today. So I'm going to show you how I fit it all in and give you a full breakdown of my diet. And hopefully it'll help some of you guys in making the choices for your diets. I'm fully self-diet. I don't have a fancy nutritionist, anything like that, just from stuff I've read online and made my own conclusions about, and more importantly, what I like to eat. So without further ado, I'm going to jump on the treadmill. We're going to get our cardio out of the way, and then I'll catch you back when we're heading inside to have some breakfast. But before we do that, if you are new here, please be sure to go down below, click like on the video, and subscribe for more strongman and general training content. We do multiple training session videos a week in our lead up to Oxfordshire's Strongest Man and a few other competitions I have coming up. And also I do coverage of the pro strongman scene because I am a massive strongman nerd. And of course, we also do the Friday talks where we pick a topic and just waffle about it. So if any of those things sound like something that you would be interested in, as I said, go down below, click subscribe. But without further ado, let's get our cardio done. So cardio done. We are now going to head inside and make some breakfast. I've worked up a bit of an appetite now. In fact, I am pretty starving, to be honest. Just 20 minutes on the incline treadmill, fairly comfortable pace. Work up a slight bit of a sweat, but nothing too bad while watching a YouTube video from Thor doing some squats. But yeah, now we're going to go in, make some breakfast, and get on with some work. So I will catch you inside once breakfast is all cooked up and talk you through it. So you join me here now with my cooked breakfast in front of me. It's nice and easy, really, really quick, easy to cook. I don't really like to spend loads of time cooking in the morning just because I got work to do and I don't want to spend any more time than I have to on it. So just easily 4 bagels, well, 2 bagels cut in half, so 4 halves of bagels with a bit of butter on them, just classic normal English butter, none of this margarine, oil crap, just butter. And then we got 6 eggs scrambled in a bowl here. Beforehand, in the last few diet videos, I've been having cheese and egg bagels. So I'd have 2 bagels, each with 2 eggs and some cheese in them. Because I'm on a bit of a weight loss phase now, I'm trying to reduce my fat intake quite significantly, keep the carbs high for energy, keep the protein high, obviously, for muscle building. So I cut out the cheese as the easiest thing across my meals that I could get rid of and lose a fair bit of fatty calories. We still get plenty of healthy fats from the butter, from the eggs, but we have got rid of all of those cheese fats, which were just sort of a bit of extra flavoring that I quite like to get a bit of calories in. And obviously, if you guys are more on a bulking diet and want to get some more calories in, and you're struggling to get the calories in, just replace the butter on the bagels with like peanut butter, add a bit of cheese into the scrambled egg. Just little things like that really do build up over the day. But I don't know the full like calorie macro totals of this off the top of my head. I don't really track calories, but I will put it on the screen for you guys. So this whole time you will have seen up in the corner the calories, the macros on this meal. Yeah, super, super nice and easy. Not really anything too special or complicated. I'm starving, so I'm going to eat this now, and then I'll catch you back afterwards to talk through the supplements that I take after breakfast, and then we'll dig into some work. So breakfast is all done now. Tasted great, tastes great every morning. And just before I jump on all of my meetings for today, I wanted to go through the supplements that I take once I have my breakfast. So a lot of people preach a million different vitamin supplements and pills and stuff that you have to take to be a strongman, mainly because they're selling them. For me, I've got no affiliation with selling vitamins whatsoever, so I can be completely honest. All I take is a multivitamin, some omega-3s, and some magnesium and zinc. So that's literally it for me. It is super, super easy, super comfy. You don't really have to take even those. I'd say multivitamins, just good to get that baseline level of vitamins. Omega-3s are always great for heart function, brain function, all of that. And then everything else is sort of take it or leave it. Most of the stuff you get through your food anyway, as long as you have a balanced diet. So don't spend loads and loads on vitamin supplements. Just make sure you're eating well and eating good food. But now I have got a full morning of meetings ahead of me, so I can't really do any filming or anything like that. But what I will do is I will catch you back with my lunch and talk you through everything that's going on there just before we go into our training session of the day. So without further ado, I'm going to get some work done and I will catch you back once I have made my lunch. Right, lads, we have finished off our work for the day. Luckily for me, on a Friday, I work a half day because I get to sort of jiggle around my own hours and work flexibly. So I work longer hours Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday have shorter days so I can prioritize my training and YouTube and that sort of thing, which works out really, really well. But it means that this now is my pre-training meal, and honestly, it usually is most days. So I'll go over quickly what we have here and some of the rationale behind what we want. So it is about midday for you guys. So breakfast is around 8:30 and then lunch is around midday. So another pint of water. I try and drink as much water as I possibly can, stay hydrated and all that. And then in front of me here, I've got 250 grams of beetroot. Now, this is a bit of an unconventional thing that you don't see in many people's diets. But for one, I really like it. It tastes great. I think it's fantastic veg. And for two, it's got plenty of different benefits that people really do sleep on because I think they don't really like it, but I do. And it's got like hell of a lot of antioxidants, lots of nitrates, and it's said to be able to lower blood pressure, at least anecdotally, and help with hydration, help with blood levels, that sort of thing, just help with heart health and just be a really good thing to eat. And I have noticed just anecdotally in myself that if I have about 250 gram of beetroot a day, I don't tend to burst blood vessels when I lift. I don't have nosebleeds or anything. But if I tend to skip it for a few days and I come back, then holding my breath and bracing, I tend to burst a few blood vessels in my face. And it's just a sign of higher blood pressure. So it seems to be, at least anecdotally, working quite well. I've always had very normal blood pressure, and I attribute it to just eating lots of beetroot and lots of nitrates and lots of healthy stuff. So that is a little hack that you can do. I'm not a medical professional or anything, but anecdotally, it works for me. And then the main bulk of the meal here is almost like classic, more of a bodybuilding-y type meal here. But again, I really like it, and it's really lean and really healthy. And you get quite a large quantity of it as well. So I'm someone who I don't struggle to eat enough. I could eat and eat and eat and eat and never really be full. So here I have a big old bowl of white rice with some veg mixed in. Today I've just got peas because peas are really easy to mix in. Tastes good, but you can have spinach, you can have whatever veg you want. And then a fillet of white fish, super lean, good quality protein in there, all mashed together in a big, like, sort of mashed up bowl. And it's really filling, tastes really good, and is very, very good calories. So you'll see the stats of this meal have been up on the screen. You'll see just how good this meal is for high carbs, high protein, but very, very low fat, which is fantastic because we had quite a high fat meal for breakfast. So this is the perfect lunch to me. It tastes really, really good and is perfect just before training. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to eat all of this, and then I will join you in the gym with my pre-training and intra-workout sort of supplements, little meals type thing. It's nothing groundbreaking, just some pre-workout protein powder, stuff like that. But I'll go through what I have and add it to the total, and then we will get on with some training. Okay, so we are in the gym, ready to start our training session now. About half an hour to an hour after I eat my lunch, so all the food's gone down and we're ready to get into training. We've got a heavy event session today, so I'm not going to talk through like I would in a normal event session training video, because then this video would turn out to be like an hour long, and we don't want that. So I'll just show you a few of my sets. But what we have got in the intra-workout portion of today, we have got my pre-workout, currently taking Psycho Farmer's Edge of Insanity, which, as you could probably tell by the name, is very, very good. It not only hypes me up massively, but it has a really long sort of life in you. So in these big, long 3-hour sessions, I don't feel like I crash halfway through. And then this is just a mix of clear protein and creatine. So classic standard sort of intra-workout shake there, about 20 gram of protein. And then creatine, obviously, very, very important as a supplement. Probably the only supplement that I'd recommend that is important for strength training or just gym training in general. So that's what I have during my workout. We are now going to get the workout done. We're going to get the session done. As I said, it's a heavy event session, so heavy log, circus dumbbell, arm over arm pull, farmer's walk, lots of fun strongman stuff. I will obviously insert a few of the training clips in next. And then once we have finished training, when I am properly knackered in a few hours' time, we're going to go inside, have the post-training sort of post-workout mini meal type thing, and then we will have our dinner after that. So let's smash this session out. I need to get hyped up. Let's do it. So as you saw there, it was a pretty monstrous strongman session today. 3 hours, 15 minutes, and I was crashing a bit by the end of it there with those kegs, but yeah, it is really tough, really, really tough. But the food that I've eaten so far today, the pre-workout, carried me through the session well, but it is now time to refuel. So first things first, I'm going to go wash my hands and my arms because I'm covered in chalk and mud and grime and everything that happens during an event session. So I'm going to go wash all that off. Then we're going to have my post-workout shake. Yeah, just a nice, easy protein shake, really. I'll show you it in the next clip, give you the macros, that stuff, but you can't go wrong with a protein shake after a session. All right, guys, so we are in from the gym now, all cleaned up and ready to go. We're about half an hour on from coming in from the gym, and I've got my post-workout sort of meal, snack, whatever you want to call it. So simply it is just protein shake, which is 2 scoops of whey protein with some lacto-free milk. So nice, easy protein, a little bit of fat, really good stuff just to get down you after a session. And then for a little sugar kick and a few nice, easy carbs and natural sugars just to give me my energy back, which has got a Granny Smith apple. Let me know in the comments below if you are Team Pink Lady or Team Granny Smith, for those of you in the UK. For me, Granny Smith all the way. And then also, I've just got a glass of water here with an electrolyte tablet in. So on my long sessions, such as today, I just have an electrolyte tablet after them just to rehydrate me and get me back to it because I am knackered. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to spend probably about an hour editing some YouTube, doing some YouTube admin, thumbnails, that sort of thing for, the next hour. And then it'll be dinner time, which will be a really nice big meal to refuel me. So I will catch you guys back at dinner time. So it is now about 7 o'clock and dinner then is nice and simple. So we just have a small bowl of white rice, more nice, just easy, healthy carbs. Big bowl of veg, whatever veg is sort of going, I'll have. So today we got some carrots and leeks, just nice, easy veg. And then for the protein, the main portion of the meal, I go between some form of breaded chicken or some form of breaded fish. So today we've gone for chunky fish fingers, so obviously a lot more fish to breading ratio than normal fish fingers. This is probably where I can clean up my diet a bit more, just by not having breaded meat, but I don't really like meat that much. I don't eat any red meat, I don't eat any pork, I don't really like chicken on its own or fish on its own really, so I'm a bit fussy in that way, and it's just something I have to work around, but having some form of breaded fish or chicken is fine for me. I quite enjoy it. And, I mean, protein's protein in it. It goes down nice and easy, does quite well, and the breading is a lovely bit of extra carbs. So, stats have been on screen as you've seen, and that rounds out our meals of the day, but we've got one more sort of snack/meal that we have later on in the evening. So I'm going to eat this because I am starving after that big session, and I'll catch you back with our final food of the day. Right, guys, it is now about 9 p.m, so about hour and a half, 2 hours before I'm going to head to bed. And if you're like me, in the evenings, you just get a massive sweet tooth and you want to eat all the crap in the world. And my solution to that is have this, which I have lovingly called protein slop, but it is much, much nicer than that. Literally, all it is some Greek yogurt, low-fat Greek yogurt with a scoop of the protein I've got, which is caramel flavored, and it makes just a really nice caramel pudding. Honestly, just tastes like melted caramel ice cream. It's so good, and I absolutely love it, and it is the perfect way to curb my sweet tooth before bed without going off plan, without sacrificing any calories. Yogurt, Greek yogurt, is just fantastic for you, keeps your gut biome in check. Really, really great source of healthy fat and protein. And then, of course, just a protein powder scoop as well, just to up that protein content. And more importantly, get the flavor in there to make it a bit nicer and curb that sweet tooth. It's the perfect way to finish off the day. And here to drink, you may be wondering what I have here. And this is just simply some sugar-free squash. Again, you don't want to be drinking your calories, and some nice flavored sugar-free squash is just a fantastic way, again, to curb that sweet tooth in the evenings, we got mango, passion fruit, and pineapple. It is gorgeous. But that is the final meal of the day. So I think we top out around a total of roughly there or thereabouts 3,000 calories, about 280, 270 grams of protein, and then the rest being mainly carbs with a bit of fat in there. All of the stats will be on the screen. They're all going to be in approximates because I can't be asked to work out exact numbers, and it fluctuates day to day where I switch up a few of the veg, a few of the meals, but never too much. It's always right around 3,000 calories. I know for me, that in a sort of fat loss phase like I am now, I can get away with eating 3,000 calories a day with cardio in the morning and a training session. And then when I want to maintain my current body weight and my diet, I sit around 3,300 to 3,500 calories in a day. And then when I want to bulk and gain weight, I get up to 3,700 ish, or maybe even up to 4,000 calories in a day. But honestly, that's not ridiculous. For someone of my body weight, I'm currently 126 kilos. So down from my absolute peak at New Year's on the 300 kilo attempt of 132 and a half. We're down a good few kilos now, but sitting at 126-ish in the mornings. And yeah, eating around 3,000 calories. You still get plenty of food in. I'm not that hungry. And then, yeah, bulking is not hard. 3,500, 400,000 calories. It's what I would eat in a day before I did Strongman, which is mental to say. But yeah, I don't struggle to get food in at all. But now it is much healthier, much better for me, but still tastes delicious. So, with that being said, I am going to settle down now for the night. I am absolutely knackered after that training session, but hopefully this has given you a fantastic insight into my daily diet and proven to you that strongman dieting doesn't have to be the massive headline 10,000 calorie diet with buckets of meat and rice and shit like that. Basically, it can be just very normal, still a bit of a heightened amount of food, but for me, 3 meals, a couple of snacks here and there, very, very doable day in, day out, works fantastically round a job. Obviously, I don't want to be that guy that cooks fish in the office, so I don't ever take in my lunchtime meal to the office. I just take in the rice and the veg, and then I'll have a protein bar in place of the fish, which is not ideal, but I don't go in the office often enough for that to hinder me. But yeah, it is just such an easy diet to do, stay hold of as well, and it's all fairly cheap, to be completely honest. Like, rice costs not much. Eggs is probably the biggest expense for me, having 6 a day, but everything else is very, very affordable. I did this on a student budget for many, many years. This is very similar to my cutting diet that I used to do back when I had abs, just obviously about double the quantity, but the same foodstuffs completely as well. And yeah, I've been able to do this diet for genuinely my whole strongman journey, just changing in things very subtly here and there, which has been, yeah, super easy to stick to, and it works for me. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this bit of an insight. If you're new here, go down below, click subscribe, and comment down below what is your biggest life hack strongman dieting tip. For me, it is the yogurt with protein powder. Just tastes fantastic, curbs that sweet tooth, makes me feel like I'm eating a big bowl of melted ice cream, even though it is good for me. That is my biggest life hack. So let me know yours in the comments below. But anyway, thank you once again so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.